What's up, everybody? I'm Jamie. This is the Blades and EDC channel, and I'm back with another Twosun for you. This is another knife sent in on loan to me by Craig, Saigon Kick 2018. And this is a very interesting little knife. First off, thank you for watching. If you're new, please consider subscribing. Also, please consider hitting that like button for me. Helps promote the video and get it recommended to new viewers and help the channel grow. And that means a lot. So thank you all so much for being here. Alright, this is the Twosun TS128. And this is the first Twosun I've ever had in hand that has S90V. As you see there. As far as I'm not aware of any other Twosuns that use S90V. And this one, unfortunately, this is a Tepe design. Tepe numbers all of his knives. And Craig got lucky number 666. What are the odds of that, right? I wonder if he has even noticed that. He may not. I don't know. I wouldn't want this knife if it was. I'm kidding. I'm not superstitious like that, but somebody may want it just for that number. This will be in the knife sale if it's not sold before the knife sale. So as I told you guys when I did the original unboxing for all these knives, I gave you Craig's information. So some of these may be gone by the time the knife sale gets here. Some of them may still be available. Keep an eye out for that. It should be coming in a couple of weeks. There's going to be a lot of knives. At least 50, maybe a little more. Somewhere in that 50 range, maybe a little more. Some of Craig's, some of mine, and maybe some others by then. I'm not 100% sure yet. But there will be a lot of knives and some pretty good deals on knives. And also let you guys know I did start a Patreon. There are 3 tiers. Tier 1 gives you early access to the knife sale. Tier 2 gives you early access to the knife sales and discount on the knives if you purchase. Tier 3 gives you early access to the knife sale, the discount on the knives, and also if you are a collector and have knives you want to sell, you can send your knives in and have them added to the next knife sale. So 3 different tiers there, and all tiers you can chat with me through Patreon and we can have discussions. And I think I'm going to add anodizing in there, add a discount to anodizing, and you can get anodizing work done. I actually got a vibratory tumbler recently, so I started doing some stone washing. Also I'm experimenting with a couple different medias to see what kind of results I get. So all right, enough about that. Let's talk about this cool little knife. This is a very interesting little knife. Titanium frame lock, carbon fiber show side. There are 2 different versions. Both are carbon fiber. One is this weave looking carbon fiber, and the other is a cross-cut carbon fiber. So same materials, just they cut the fiber different and polished, different cuts of the carbon fiber in different directions. So both are the same price. I believe they're $79.99 on White Mountain Knives. And I believe both are actually in stock. I will link them below if you want to check them out. Excuse me. And this is just a little, like a 5th pocket knife. Maybe a little too long for a 5th pocket knife. It goes in my 5th pocket, but it doesn't quite go all the way to the top of the pocket clip. So you carry this 5th pocket, but it could also be somebody's primary carry. It's little, but not too little. I'll give you the specs on it real quick. Overall length on this knife. Oh, I gotta zoom in. Bear with me. I thought I was already zoomed. I wasn't zoomed. I've got glasses on and still need to zoom. Overall length is 6.1 inches. Handle length is 3.6 inches. Blade length is only 2.5 inches. So if you get that 3-inch law and you're in one of those crazy states, this may work for you. Carbon fiber and titanium, S90V steel. Claim weight is 2.82 ounces. We are going to check that. It is on cage ceramic ball bearings. And let's see if that weight's right. 2.82 ounces sounds about right. Feels about right. It's very lightweight, smaller knife. So, all right, what we got here? 2.9, close enough. Accurate on the weight, as usual with White Mountain Knives and Twosun. Let's give you some comparisons real quick, and then I'll tell you some interesting things I find interesting with this knife. Let's go with the small Arion, the Artisan Cutlery Arion. Small, a little smaller than that. And let's pull out the Wiha Bits. It's a smaller knife also, but Still a little smaller than that. These two are about the same size, actually. I don't have too many small knives to compare. I got a couple here. How about the Kaiser Feist? Yeah, it's a closer comparison, but this knife here is probably the best comparison I've got anyway. Actually, I got one more too. This is the Kaiser Urban Bowie. And then we will do the Kaiser Mini Sheepdog. So right in that range of the Mini Sheepdog or the Urban Bowie. Very, very close in size to those two knives. So not a big knife, but not a super tiny knife either. Pretty decent size. For me, this would be a secondary carry. Be a little small for my primary carry. But for some people, especially ladies out there, you may really like this. You got smaller hands and smaller pockets, as I know ladies do, small jean pockets. This may work out good for you. It has a small little pocket clip too. Something you see in a lot of small knives is they put a normal size pocket clip on them. They don't really change the pocket clip up too much. Well, this one's a milled titanium pocket clip, and they just shrunk it down, and it works really, really well. Actually works great, fantastic. On the carbon fiber and on the titanium, they've done some milling here. It's harder to show it on the carbon fiber, but it's in the same areas where they chamfered it, but they also just like some cross-cut milling in there. That actually provides a lot of grip, because the flat of the carbon fiber is super polished. It's really slick and really smooth. So is the titanium, but you really make very little contact with that other than your fingertips, and you feel these cross cuts in this pretty well, and it gives you a lot of grip. I would have liked it if they'd have put some jimping up here on the blade, give you a little more grip on your thumb up there, but it's not terrible without it. Yeah, the flipper is interesting on this knife also. It's a very different looking flipper tab. Pretty aggressive jimping on that, and it's like a circle flipper, but believe it or not, it works great. Light switch or push button work great. Works better with the light switch for sure, but you can push button it also, but it just flies out with the light switch. Yeah, has some pretty good sounds on it too for such a small knife. That comes from the carbon fiber. The carbon fiber it always gives a knife a good sound. Not always, but usually it does. Yeah, gives it a pretty good sound. Got a stonewash blade. I think I already said Tepe Designs and 666. 666. Oh, something else that's pretty interesting about this little knife. Very simple construction. 4 screws, right? Little tiny knife, all T8 hardware, Maybe we could call it 999. Maybe that's what we should go with. 999. Yeah, all T8s, other than light bar insert, that's T6, but all the pivot and body screws are all T8, which is impressive. I'm not sure how long this design has been out, but yeah, it's actually got really good action for a little knife. It's not very heavy, so you got to help shake the blade shut, but that's just because how light it is. It does have a detent ramp, so you got to push it past that detent ramp, which right there, that's where your detent ramp is at. As you can see, if you don't get past it, it will come back open on you. Pushes back a little bit, but that's fine. You can just shake right past that, which you know what you're doing and where it's at. With it being a shorter knife too, it's very easy to just push right past it when you're closing it. Yeah, very cool little knife. This is the smallest Twosun I think I've handled so far. Don't get too many small Twosuns. Yeah, another one that I can compare it to. I was just thinking about, do I have it out here? I do not have it out here. Oh well, I think you get, in case you guys didn't have any of those, let me pull out the knives that most people have one or the other of that I normally pull out. Pair 3 and the Penguin, so that'll give you a really good idea on the size of that one. Alright guys, that's going to do it. Leave a comment below if you have any questions. Hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you are new, and I will see you on the next one.